Hey everybody, good morning. Welcome to Pilates. It's a frigid, chilly, cold day in Colorado, but we are going to warm up our core. Today's practice is going to be completely on the mat. You'll need a ball and some light weights. If you don't have those tools, it's no big deal. So I have my mat set up right behind me, and so I'm going to scoot on back. And so go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seated position. I'm going to have my leg out to the side. Just because cross-legged is still not quite good for my ankle, although I am out of my boot. So that's exciting. I'm into the next phase. So go ahead and sit really tall and focus on the space between your ribs and your pelvis. Try not to slouch like this, but instead to sit really tall. You're gonna open up your arms really wide and then scoop around and pull to touch. Open up really wide, scoop around to touch. Do that again. Open up really wide, scoop around to touch, and you'll do 4 more, seeing if you can get your arms to open even further to the back. Here's 3. Now remember, we want to slouch when we're sitting without support. So this is really targeting those inner tiny little muscles in our core where we want to have good posture. Open up wide. My palms are to the back, okay? They're to the back. And I'm gonna reach back and forward, back and forward. 5, really spread your fingers here. 4, 3 more, beautiful. 2, last one, and now flip, thumbs up, same thing. We go back and we push. So you can feel just by changing the thumb position or which direction the palms face, we have a different sensation through the arms. It's so cool. 3 more. Just like when we're working our legs and we change our foot position, changing our hand positions the same way. Last one, go ahead and keep your arms out wide. Notice that we want to slouch. So sit tall, thumbs are up towards the ceiling, and we're going to go up and down. We're going to do 10 of these. I want you to think about lengthening the arms as far as you can, really stretching to the edges of your space. Nice spread fingers creates those long, lean muscles and strengthen our shoulders. We got 5, 4, 3, beautiful. 2 more. Last one, flip, thumbs go down, pinkies go up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. Sometimes I wonder, why do we even use weights? Like, that's hard. Go ahead and bring your arms to a bent position. Watch my elbows. I'm gonna rotate them up and pull them down. Up and down. Rotate from the shoulder. Up, keep going. So we're really targeting this beautiful round sort of bulbous muscle called our deltoid. And that creates that really nice, feminine, yet strong shoulder. We want, looks so nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do 10 more. 10 more, you can do it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, last one, and close. Go ahead and wrap your arms around your chest, give yourself a squeeze, and then tuck your elbows in. This gives some nice space to the shoulder blades behind us that we've really sort of compressed into a tight seam along our spine. Sort of opens it up. Beautiful. Go ahead and grab your ball. If you don't have a ball, you can use a pillow, and that's totally fine too. All right. So we're going to take the ball or pillow, and I want you to bring it way out in front towards me. So my arms are really straight here. I'm not going to use my fingertips at all, just my palms. And I'm going to squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Let's try 10, 9, beautiful. 8, did you feel that? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Beautiful. Watch this. Ball to me, turn to the right. Squeeze and release. Watch your spine. Don't let it collapse. 10, 9, just use your palms, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's move on over to the left. Sit really tall. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Can you try to pop the ball? Try to squeeze it into a tiny little jelly donut we talk about. 5, 4, 3, 2. Come back to center. Watch this. Ball's going to go above our head. You can't see it on your screen, but it's up there. We're going to squeeze for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it down. Now we're going to bend the elbows. This is that classic, like middle school girls. We must. So push that ball. Push. No fingers, just palms. 10, 9, 8, 7, 1, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Perfect. Set the ball aside. Shake out your arms. Bring your arms behind you. And we're going to lift the chest. I'm just going to stretch here. Sometimes when we sit unsupported and we're just sitting on the floor and we're doing something with our arms, we can get fatigued through the belly. And that's when we want to slouch. So we're going to make sure that we get a good stretch for the back. And now you're going to bring your left leg out to a straight-ish line. My right knee is bent. I'm just going to take a twist here first. Take a twist. So I'm really moving my belly over towards my right hip. Perfect. Now, my right arm is going to come down to the floor as my left leg lifts. Perfect. So I'm going to work my outer hip and my glute. I'm not collapsing. I'm not lounging through the upper body. I'm staying nice and strong here. My left leg is going to go up and down, up and down. I'm going to bring my right knee in just a little bit. So play with where you want that right leg, that supporting, sort of stabilizing leg. We're going to do 10, 9. My toes are towards you. 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, last one, and release. I'm just going to scoot on down. There we go. So now I'm going to bend both legs, and I'm going to bring my knees so that they are in a straight line from my body, and I'm going to open just super small. This is where we get into trouble with clams. We think that is better. It's actually pretty small here. We're going to come back to the ball in a moment. Let's do 10, 9, it's barely, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Last one, beautiful. Straighten your left leg and hold. We're just gonna hang out and just hold, really lengthen. You might even point your toe and see if you can just stabilize and hold. So it requires a little bit of core work, a ton of glute work, and some outer thigh work. Beautiful. Make sure that your pelvis is stacked. Try not to roll back or forward. Beautiful. Hold it for 5, 4, 3 more, 2 more, and release. Nice. Get a little release. Maybe take a wiggle. We're going to stay on this side. Now, I'm going to take my left knee up towards the ceiling. This is a fun one. I'm going to straighten my right leg. Watch my pelvis. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to take my left toes. I'm going to slide them down my right leg and up. So I bend, I slide and scoop. Nice. Bend, slide and scoop. Let's do that again. Bend, slide and scoop. 10. Point your pretty toe. Nice. Here's 9. Here's 8. Here's 7. 6. Nice long legs. 5. 4. 3. 2. Hold it up there. Hold. Grab your left hand. Pull it in. Get a stretch. So nice. Now, go ahead and lower it. Bend your knees, grab your ball. You're gonna put it right between your thighs. Take your left arm up to the sky. We're gonna squeeze that ball for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more, 4 more, 3, 2, hold the squeeze, hold it like you mean it. Try to pop the ball. You should feel low belly here. That pelvic floor is up and in. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, beautiful. All right, keep the ball between your legs. Come on up. We're gonna sit on our sitting bones. So if I was turned, I'd be here, just like we always are. I'm gonna take my arms to you. I'm gonna scoop my pelvis under. And now once I'm in that shape where I have the ice cream scoop out of my belly, I'm gonna squeeze hard for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now watch this. I'm gonna come back a little bit, come all the way up. Come back, come all the way up. Notice that the ball stays squeezed and I'm using my abdominal wall to lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Come on up. Let's go to the other side. So now I'm going to keep the ball where it's at, and I'm going to lay on my left side. Left elbow is going to support me. And we're going to try to remember this in our minds and work backwards. So I'm going to start with this since I've already got the ball. I'm going to let my heart open just a little bit to you, so that's requiring some oblique stabilizing. I'm going to bring my arm up, and I'm going to squeeze hard for 10, 9, 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Hold it. Squeeze like you mean it and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Go ahead and take the ball and just set it aside for a minute, and then bring your left knee pretty close to a straight line, and the right leg's going to go long. I'm going to turn so that my knee is up, and here's where I bend. Straighten that left leg down. So we're going to come into that scooping. So you can see my toes are pointed. I'm going to scoop, slide, and up. Try that again. Bend, slide, up. Notice that you want to tip back. At least I want to tip back. So I'm really working on tightening up my core and not swinging my leg through this, but instead really smooth movement. So you can see this side, my right leg's pretty tight. It's hard for me to get it straight. And that's probably because I'm using more of my right leg these days as my left ankle's healing. And so my right leg's a little tight, I can tell. 4, it doesn't like this. 3, 2, so good. Last one. Grab it and get a stretch. Ooh, I need that stretch. There it is. Ooh. It's hard to be stable. All right. Now I'm going to come to the clam. So here's, I'm in a straight line. I'm barely going to open. Barely open. 10, 9, 8 more. 7, 6. Use your glute. That's the action. Squeeze your bun back there. 3, 2. Last one. Straighten your right leg. Toes are towards you. Lift and lower. Lift. 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 Beautiful. Think length. Length. 10. 9 more. 8. We got to burn off some of that pumpkin pie. Right? Mashed potatoes. We're coming into the season where we eat. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and lower. So you're gonna feel a little bit of burn here. Go ahead and push yourself up. And now we're gonna come into that beautiful stretch. So my right toes are out. I'm gonna take a turn. Beautiful. All right, so grab one weight, just one little dumbbell. If you don't have a dumbbell, you can use a bottle of water. You can use a can of soup, anything really, okay? So we're gonna come onto all fours, stick a weight behind one leg. That's gonna be our working leg. So my hands are spread really wide, directly under my shoulder, and the top of my foot is pressing into the mat. So watch what's gonna happen. We have a tendency to collapse through our spine. Instead, we're gonna keep this part of our spine up towards the ceiling, which means our belly doesn't sag. We pull the belly in. It's not a round, it's just a neutral. Right leg goes high, that's where the weight is. And I'm gonna flex my foot. That's gonna help keep the weight there. So I'm gonna lower and press. A lot of times we do this with the ball, which is great, but we're gonna have just this little extra 3 pounds going into the glute. Now watch your spine, keep it tight up in there. 10, 9, 8 more. It's like a machine, right? There's no momentum. You're just using your glute muscle and your abs to pull up and in. Here we go. 5, 4, 3 more. 2, hold it at the top. Pulse, pulse, step on the ceiling, step up there. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, watch your spine, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, let's do 10 more, up, up, tiny little lifts, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and squeeze in. So we're gonna keep the weight on our right leg and we're gonna come into this open and close. Open and close. It's sort of that Jane Fonda we joke about or a little fire hydrant action. We got 10. You should be feeling your left hip too. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5 more. 4, 3, 2, last one, and close. We're gonna do one more set, so get a little bit of a wiggle. And if you're feeling like I'm on a concrete floor with wood on top, it's kind of painful on the knees, not necessarily for me, but for some people, you can always double up your mat and provide a little extra cushion. So we're gonna come back to that Jane Fonda look with the knee up. Lift, tiny, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, we're gonna do it again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, take breaks if you need to. 5, 4, 3, 2, close it up. Let's do the other side. Take a break on your wrists if you need to. Roll them around between sets. You can always pause this. You can do whatever you need to do. That's the beauty of videos, is I love that you can do these videos multiple times. You can do them when it's convenient for you versus trying to show up at a certain time. Or you can stop, get a drink, and jump back in. So we're gonna go ahead and bring the weight between our left knee joint, right in the back there, kind of nestle it in. We're gonna start with the up and downs. So flex your foot as if you're gonna step on the ceiling, and we're gonna lift and lower. Watch your spine here, lift and lower. 10. Think long spine. Tuck your chin slightly, so you don't need to be necessarily looking at me right now. You know what to do. Top of your head is long towards the front of your yoga mat or your space. So we have a long spine, belly draws in. We're gonna do 10 more, here we go. We can do this. 9. Spread your fingers wide, creates length in the arms, takes the pressure out of the wrists. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, keep it up at the top. Tiny, little lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more, 3 more, 2 more. Let's do 10 more. Let's do 10 more. You can do it. Tiny, little lifts. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Close it up. Take a break if you need to. Sit back to child's pose. Roll out your wrists. Let's do those Jane Fondas on the left side. Make sure the weight's in a good spot. You've got a little bit of squeeze there. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. 10, 9, 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do 10 more. We can do this. We can do it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, and release. We're going to come to those tiny little poses. So we have 2 sets of 10, and then we're going to ditch the weight. Here we go. Lift it up. Tiny little lifts. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Again. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. So nice. Now go ahead and sit back and get a nice stretch. Oh, that feels so good to get off the knees. We're gonna come back to that shape. I just wanna play with some action into the side body from an all fours position and also some lengthening. So go ahead and roll out your wrists. You can also, if you have a lot of wrist pain, there's a couple ways to think about this. Putting more emphasis on the ball mount joints of your index finger and kind of cupping around your mat. So kind of making this shape can take the pressure off the wrist. Making sure that you're not dumping through your shoulders and that you're separating your thoracic spine. So when we dump, we're sort of just lodging all of our upper body here, down our arms, and it lands in our joint. Instead, round that space, and that lifts through the sternum, which takes the body weight into the back. So that's a couple tricks. You can also roll up your mat and double pad your hands if that's something that you need. So we're gonna come back to all fours and let's try something. So hands are gonna be underneath shoulders. Right leg's gonna go long. So I'm not gonna roll my hip open just yet. I'm gonna keep my hips parallel, both hips towards the floor. I'm gonna tap my right toes and I'm gonna lift. Tap, lift. So more glute work, lift. Think about lengthening and not bending the knee at all. We have 10. Use your glute. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold it up there. Externally rotate the hips. So notice that it just barely went up. If you were to tap your toe now, it would be the inside of your big toe. Try it. Tap and lift. Tap and lift. So we're getting into the outer glute just slightly. We're going to do 10 of these and then change it. 9, 8, 7, 6. Remember your wrist, remember your spine. Puff, there it is. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now watch this. Hold it up here. I'm going to cross behind my left leg and lift. Tap, lift, tap, lift. 10, lift. 9, lift. 8, lift. 7. Nice long legs. Beautiful. You should be feeling your back, your belly, your arms, your glutes, your hips. 4, 3, 2. Last one, and release. Let's go ahead and sit back again. Roll out the wrists. I like to make some circles. I even make a basket with my hands, get a stretch. All right, we have one more side. So we're gonna do that whole series with the left leg, and then we're gonna flip onto our back, grab our one weight and a ball and get busy on the back side, really the front side. All right, find that position. Left toes, left leg goes long. So check your spine, pull your belly in, and then separate your shoulder blades. Tap and lift. Think long leg, and you're not swinging that leg up. You're pulling with your glutes. Pull. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 more. 3, 2, do one more. Now, externally rotate. The hip's gonna rise a little bit. Tap the inside of your big toe, lift. Tap, lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Perfect. Now, tap across the right leg and up. Across and up. 10, up. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and release. Go ahead and walk your knees forward. Swing your legs around and come on down to your back. Once you get there, hug your knees in for a second and just get a nice release for the back. Maybe even curl your legs in really tight by hooking your wrists. Roll a little bit. It's always nice to have a release between the work. Sometimes it's fun to do an entire Pilates series on the floor, whether we're sitting all fours or on the back. So go ahead and bring your legs to that 90-degree bend and then sink your low belly against the floor. Ankle bones are going to hook together. We're going to slowly open, draw in, release, close. Open, crunch, release, close. Try it again. Open, pull, release, close. Again, open, squeeze, release, close. Let's do 5 more. Open, in, release, close. Here's 4, in, release, close. Here's 3. We open, we pull in, we release, we close. Here's 2. Pull in, release. Nice. 1 more. Open, in, release, close. Stay right here. Watch what we're going to do. My toes are going to dip down slightly, and then I'm going to pull back up. But I'm not swinging. No momentum. It's all abs here. Inhale, they dip. Exhale, they come back. Inhale. Now, if you feel like you're drilling your forearms in, float your arms up. Inhale. 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 8. Pull. 7. Crunch. It's the abs. Focus there. Crunch. Space between ribs and pelvis. 4, 3, 2, last one. Go ahead and lower your feet, lower your arms, get a wiggle. We're going to come back to that same shape. 90-degree bend, arms up. I'm going to open that butterfly. Now I'm going to go that way. Drop, come back, close. Open, drop, pull, close. Open, drop, pull, close, open, drop, pull, close. 4 more, open, drop. Oh, do you feel that? Open, shake. The shake is where magic happens. 2 more, open, lower, pull, close, open, lower, pull, close, and squeeze in. That's a tough one. Rock and roll on your back. Just a few more movements, my friends. All right, grab your ball. It's gonna go between your thighs. Between your thighs, way up high. Feet are gonna be on the floor. If you want a little extra, put your weight right there on your low belly, but make sure you're holding onto it so it doesn't roll and then bump you in the chin. All right, make sure that you don't turn your head. So if you're not sure exactly what we're doing, it's better to just sit up for a minute or turn your head without doing the movement. See what I'm doing and then jump in. We'll be doing a lot of these, so you have time to get your body right. Feet are gonna stay flat, and we're gonna lift. Nice long spine. And then lower, but don't let your bum completely down. Like I have about a hand's width between my bum and the floor. I'm gonna lift and lower. Add the breath. Inhale up, exhale lower. In, lower. In, lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top. Squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold. Pulse up to the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Good news is, you can do that 2 more times. We have 3 sets of 3. You ready? Anytime you want to lose the weight, lose the weight. Feet are flat, knees are up, heels are close to your cheeks. Here we go. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. 10 of these, nice and slow. Use your breath. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold at the top, squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold here. Pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, tiny little pulses. Get up there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Remember, you can find my favorite Pilates music on my Spotify. Spotify is a free app. You just download the app or go to your browser on your computer. So here's how a couple of people do it. They put me on their tablet. So you're watching me on your tablet, but you're listening to my music on the phone. And that's a really nice combination. So remember, that's always available to listen to both me and music if you're a music person. All right, we have our last set. And another thing is, what's really nice to remember is that these videos are always available on my website. And so you can scroll through and you can see, like, this one's going to be standing, this one's going to be on the floor, this is a combo. Sometimes we use a chair, sometimes we use the wall, sometimes we use different tools, different apparatus, different things to help us. So pick 1 or 2 throughout the week and change it up. So today is all on the floor, which means we're really targeting our belly and our glutes, where last week we were standing up and we really were targeting our legs and our calves. Today we did some arms in a different fashion. We might feel that tomorrow. So changing it up is a really great way to stay so that our bodies never really know what we're doing, and we can continue to challenge our body, challenge our mind, and also keep our toned body happening by changing up the exercise. All right, let's do that whole series one more time, and then we're gonna stretch. So find your position, weight there or not, you pick. If you want more, add another weight. Make sure there's a tension on the ball. And here we go. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Let's do one more for fun. Hold at the top, squeeze the ball. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold the squeeze. This is your final push. Hips up to the ceiling, 10 tiny pulses. Here we go. 10, 9, 8. Can you go higher? Higher. Equal pressure in the feet. Don't lean onto one foot. You're going to have an offsetted glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Go ahead and set the weight aside. Set the ball aside. And then bring your legs in, and we're going to release the back here. So let your knees open wide. Just feel that space through the inner thigh. Go ahead and lower your feet. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. We're just going to create this openness through the pelvis, and then bring our arms over our head and create nice, long torso. And once your hands are above your head, reach them over to the right and just get a little good morning side body stretch. And then over to the left, side body stretch. Come back to center, close your legs, cross your ankles, stretch your legs long, just get some space up there. Switcheroo, left over right or right over left, you pick. Beautiful. Now bend your knees, rock on up to a seat, spin your legs around in front. We're going to bring the soles of our feet to touch and just put your hands on your feet and release your back by leaning forward. So I'm not going to do too much stretching today. You know how to stretch. Listen to your body. Go ahead and come up. We're going to turn to the right. Just release the back, release the belly. Turn to the left. So nice. Come on back to center. Bring your hands behind you. Lean back onto your arms, lift your nose, open up your chest. And then tuck your chin, look at your belly. Beautiful. We did nothing with our neck today, which was really nice. Sometimes we do a lot of the crunching, none of that today. So hopefully your neck feels great. If you need to do some extra glute stretches, my favorite glute stretch or low back stretch is to actually dip my hands into my kitchen sink. So here's my countertop, here's my sink, and my feet are a little bit wider than my hips, pretty far away from my sink. I hold onto my sink and I lean way back and tuck my chin. It's a beautiful stretch. It gets into your hamstrings, your glutes, your back. It's just one of my favorites. And I tell people all the time, use your kitchen sink. It's a great tool for a great stretch. So have a beautiful rest of your day. Thanks for joining in. And I look forward to the next time we can spend time together. Be sure to check out my newsletter that was sent out yesterday. There's lots of fun things in there. And I have 3 classes coming up this month that are geared towards some beautiful things. Like we're gonna talk about the difference between mindfulness and meditation. And there is a difference. And how do we use that in our daily life to stay present, especially during this time where we're often thinking about the future, we're often even longing for the past. And so it's a great way to remember to stay present. And then I also am offering a solstice class, which will be a gentle yoga class, but it's really geared towards what is winter solstice and how do we come out of this internal state that we've been in, this cave, and kind of emerge into greatness for 2021. And then my favorite class of the entire year is my sacred circle, which happens every single year, the day before New Year's Eve. So this week it'll be on Wednesday the 30th. And it's a time where typically I fill my studio. It's packed full of people, like not a spot on the floor open. People bring pillows and blankets, and it's just beautiful. But we're going to do it all virtually this year. And so please consider joining me. It's a ceremony that includes intentions, contemplations, times of stillness. I'll be using my singing bowls, which is a wonderful way to release energy. And this is all about letting go of 2020 to make space for something great. And when you register for this class, typically it's a pay in person when you arrive at my studio. But this year it's going to be, because it's virtual, you're going to register. And then with that registration, I will send you a package in the mail. And the package includes everything magical that you'll need for that evening. It's an hour of your life, but it has been proven to be my most popular class of the entire year. And now that it's virtual, you don't even have to live in Colorado to attend. So if you have people in your life that you think, this is perfect and I want to experience this with them, send it to them. This is what's magical, is this year I get to reach as many people as I can across the globe. So feel free to share that. I hope you consider joining it. Look through my newsletter. If you don't get my newsletter and you want my newsletter, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to get that to you. Have a great rest of your day. Drink lots of water, stretch at the kitchen sink, and I will see you soon.